So we're now on day 14 of KD Watch. And now there has been a surprising or maybe not so surprising lack of a bidding war. Maybe it's the Rudy Gobert trade screwed it up, or maybe it's that a lot of people don't know if KD, with 4 years left in a deal, would stay with their team after giving up all sorts of assets to procure him. So we're going to play If the Sneaker Fits with Kevin Durant edition. J-Mac sets me up, and here we go.
All right, Kevin, we'll start with the former number one seed in the East. Is Kevin Durant a good fit with the Miami Heat?
I think it's a good fit. Most people would trade KD for Butler. It is a big star town. He's a star. Spoelstra is one of the best coaches. I think KD would respect Spoelstra. And he also named the Heat as one of his destinations. So I think it would be a good fit. Although I would have to sleep on trading Butler, the soul of the franchise, for KD.
How about the New York Knicks? Would the Nets trade him to the Knicks where he would be a good fit?
I don't think it's a good fit for KD. First of all, 8 of the last 9 years, they've missed the playoffs. KD chose the Nets over the Knicks last time he had a choice. It's also a defensive coach, Tom Thibodeau, kind of a grinder. Is that going to work? I mean, listen, KD struggled with Steve Kerr at times, and Kerr is an offensive-minded coach. I don't think it's a good fit.
All right, how about, is Kevin Durant a good fit with the hometown Los Angeles Lakers?
No. First of all, KD's 34 and has had some injuries. LeBron's older. AD's not older but falling apart. So if you look at what that team needs, they only have 2 tradable future first-round picks, 27, 29, so you'd have to give both of those up, and I'm not sure what else you could give them. Maybe you could give them AD, which I do, but I don't think it's a great fit. LeBron and KD at this point, I don't want to see it. It may happen, but I don't want to see it.
All right, Kevin Durant plus the L.A. Clippers. That's got to be a good fit, right, Colin?
Yeah, that's a good fit for a lot of reasons. But here, Kawhi reportedly wanted to play with KD 2 years ago. The Clippers have a deep roster, so Kevin could have a bench. You could give up assets to get him, and the Clippers would still have a bench. There's a lot of trade assets. Also, this is a team that defends. So you could really lean on Kevin's offense. Kawhi's a defender. Paul George a defender. They got guys who will defend. So Kevin wouldn't be held as responsible like he is in Brooklyn to be one of the better defenders. So the Clippers works for me.
How about Kevin Durant and Ja Morant in Memphis for the Grizzlies? Would that be a good fit?
No, don't break up this team. So young, so fun. Also, Grizzlies' most attractive trade asset outside of Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson just got hurt, could miss the start of the season. So I think this is a team like Cleveland and Memphis. Like, this is going to be fun for the next 2 to 3 years. Minnesota's in that class. Don't break it up. Let them play.
I think clearly the best fit, Kevin Durant and Luka Doncic in Dallas. Colin.
It's a terrible fit. First of all, they need a point guard because, I mean, they need to replace Jalen Brunson. So somebody to occasionally bring the ball up. The other thing is, you don't want to take away shots from Luka. Luka is going to lead the NBA scoring over the next 10 years. If he doesn't get hurt, he's going to lead it in scoring probably 7 years. Don't take away shots. It's his team. Make him comfortable. I also think that the perfect component with Luka is a catch-and-shoot guard who can defend Klay Thompson because he'll never be a great defender, and he needs the ball in his hands. So Kevin needs the ball in his hands as well. He got frustrated playing with Westbrook, who often dribbled out the clock. So I don't think Luka and KD long-term would be great.
All right, Kevin Durant and the New Orleans Pelicans, Zion and KD.
This is actually an interesting fit because Brandon Ingram has a lot of KD to his game.
Yeah.
Long, thin scorer. So Brooklyn would feel like we're getting kind of a poor man's KD, but we're getting some scoring. We're getting 24 a night, right? I also think it would take pressure off Zion. You know, if KD came there, Zion doesn't have to carry the scoring load. KD's your old star. He is the young emerging star. I think this one is actually a really good fit.
Okay, now the funniest fit has to be Kevin Durant going back to the Golden State Warriors. Is that a good fit?
Well, good fit in terms of they would win a bunch of games. But here's my question. After watching, did you see James Wiseman in the Summer League?
I did.
You going to give that up?
What is he, 21?
Yeah, like, are you going to give up 10 years of James Wiseman? I was talking to Marcus Thompson, who is a great reporter in the Bay Area, and he said Andrew Wiggins now is part of their core.
Yeah.
It's Steph, Clay, Draymond, and Andrew Wiggins. Why break it up? I think we've seen it. It was great, but it unraveled quickly. I wouldn't do it.
And finally, Kevin Durant staying with the Brooklyn Nets. Kyrie, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons maybe plays next season.
Okay, so ask yourself this. Have Simmons, KD, and Kyrie play together? No. Shouldn't we watch it?
Yes.
Yeah, to me, if Ben Simmons plays, and let's say he plays 30 minutes, 32 minutes, and remember, he's a scorer, just not a shooter. He's an excellent defensive player, excellent distributor. If we got the Ben Simmons that we got at his best in Philadelphia, not his bad ending, but the best of Simmons, with KD and Kyrie, he's perfect. He's a distributor. He won't take jump shots. He doesn't force. He will defend. Remember, Kyrie's a bad defender. Ben's an excellent defender. So in the backcourt, it's like Steph's not a great defender. Clay is. So to me, the Nets and the Suns feel like it works. Although now that DeAndre Ayton has been floated, DeAndre Ayton's been floated by the Suns to the Pacers. That tells me that Phoenix may not want to relinquish what Brooklyn wants them to relinquish for the trade.
Which would be what, Ayton and Bridges and picks?
I think what Brooklyn wants is Ayton and Booker. And I'm not giving you Ayton and Booker. I would give you Ayton and 3 picks.
Yeah, there's no way they're giving up Booker. But the Suns with Booker, Chris Paul, and Kevin Durant, how do you like that? That's got to be top 3 in the West, right?
Who's that?
Booker, Chris Paul, and Kevin Durant.
Oh, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Be fantastic. I still think the team that matches up best against the Warriors is the Clippers. I think if you look at their depth and their versatile wing defenders, they match up well. I read a story yesterday. Somebody said, well, the Warriors would win a bunch of titles. Remember, they've won titles.
Yes.
They're the Yankees. They're Alabama football. Are you willing to sacrifice culture for titles? If you're the Pelicans, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, Brooklyn did it. They had culture. They had chemistry. They sacrificed it. The Knicks would sacrifice it. The Warriors, Alabama football, Yankees, Dodgers, you've got titles. You're not desperate. I'm not blowing up my culture and changing the temperature of the franchise for Kevin Durant.
What if the Warriors said, no Wiggins, we'll give you Poole, Kuminga, Wiseman for Kevin Durant?
I wouldn't do it. I want to watch him play.
I would agree. I'm not giving up Jordan Poole. He is electric. That guy.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Good
player.
stuff. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.